championship. I think he has this in the bag.
All right, fair play.
But down the field, there is everything to play for.
Yeah,
Only
let me just
4
turn that
points
back
in
on
it.
again. Yeah, definitely. In the second, third, and fourth, that's all to play for. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth, all to play for. 10th even, yeah, and it's all there. Let's take a quick look at the team standings. So we got Brophy Towers Motorsport sitting there on 200 points exactly. Bolesky and Koliev Racecraft catching them up though, 186 points. The Constable Tolnay squad, I mean it's really the Constable squad at this stage.
Yeah.
131 points. Vernon Perkins Automobiles sitting there on 118 in fourth. Muna Costa Pro Drive 94. We might see Kevin Costa later. He said he was going to join a bit later, so yeah. Salt Sparrow.
He's got 5 minutes to play the time.
Yeah, and then we've got Salt Sparrow, Power Max, and Presbanov Racing. I'd say that Presbanov Racing actually has a chance to get into 6th place because Salt Sparrow have stopped racing.
Yes, and Balabanov was keeping those points coming in on his own, mind you.
Coming in. So yeah, I think he's in for a 6th place in the Constructors Championship. This old Georgi Balabanov.
He's carrying that team.
Definitely. Right, let's head back to the action as we see. Currently, Bolesky is qualified on pole. Towers only 2 seconds behind the second though. Qualifying for third. This man, Peter Brophy, has qualified 4th on the grid. Behind him is the other Peter Vernon in 5th. Matt Perkins in 6th. Koliev in 7th. Constable posting the time to 8th. And Balabanov in 9th. There's only 4 seconds separating the top 8. So it's going to be very, very interesting.
There's lots of room for those times to change, especially like if anyone goes with 2 seconds between Towers and Bolesky, there is easily a window for people to pip Towers' current time. It's definitely within some of these races to get like at least within 2 seconds of that Bolesky time, maybe even 1.
Yeah, most definitely.
What throws a lot of people on this tracks as well is the fact that the track crosses over each other necessitates a few elevation changes, and those are tricky. A lot of drivers in the live circuits often lose it on coming over some of the hills. If you aren't perfectly straight when you go over the brow of that hill, you are going to spin. You are going to lose your wheels on the ground, and that's going to put you out of the race. And these guys have got to worry about that as well today. Oh, we've just had Yilmaz sticking a sub 2 second time.
Yeah, that fast man in that very fast looking car. The Nitron Computers BMW. Doing a very good job out there today. Making up for lost time is Muna. Let's take a look at that track map to see if we can get it up. There we go. As you can see, if we centered it in Towers, there he goes under the bridge. And as we go to Constable, here's Constable going. Well, he's just gone over the bridge. We just sent it back to Towers a sec. We can see this kind of elevation as you go up the hill.
It's just come out of a ruthless hairpin.
Yeah, absolutely ruthless. Then it's a long right-hander going into this kind of oval curve.
The spoon curve. You get a lot of overtake maneuvers. Like if whoever's got decent grip on the road can control their lines. It's a very good corner to try and take that inside line.
It's absolutely blistering straight now. Taking up to the chicane. You can't really see it there, but there is a bridge there. Those towers coming into the chicane now. And down to the start-finish straight once again. Constable posting in a time to put himself third on the grid. Very good lap there from Constable.
Barely a hundredth ahead of Ian Towers.
So is great racing. Everyone's cars seem to be just completely duffed up. I don't know what's happened here.
Suzuka's getting to them.
Perhaps, yeah.
Oof. Constable going wide. Who do we have here? We've got the Pete Brophy fan club ready and waiting. Faithful in the chat.
Good stuff. Welcome, welcome.
Here it is.
Yeah, that's the end of qualifying. So your pole position man is Bolevsky, followed by Yilmaz in second, Constable in third, Towers in fourth, Brophy in fifth, Vernon in sixth, Perkins in seventh, Collier in eighth, and Balabalov in ninth. Still only 3.5 seconds separating the top 8 though, so it's all to play for.
Ollie being cheered on in the chat.
If only he was here.
In fact, actual Panda, is that Ollie himself or?
No, that's the Ollie.
No, that's also, yeah. Ollie is here though. Yeah. He may not be in the race, but the fan club are just glad he's here and wishing him all the best. Isn't that nice? So we've got a warm up. So where's the bridge?
I'll show you. So yeah, Constable will go underneath it soon. Although actually we're looking at the left for some reason.
And
Here's Constable.
so, yeah.
So he's just about to go over
let's
the
all.
bridge.
Yeah.
There you go.
Long downhill. And I actually think they're racing in reverse to the normal F1 racing direction.
Are you sure?
No.
I thought the chicane is usually at the end of the track, right? Like it is there.
What the last little chicane or the big snaky chicane?
The last little chicane.
All right.
Maybe they've changed it in recent
Yeah.
years, but well, maybe I'm going off of my 1998 F1 knowledge.
There's 100% chance that I'm just flat out wrong. I'm actually. I'll do a little look.
A little bit of a twitch there from Constable, coming round that left-hander. Jumps the apex a little bit, but seems to be carrying some good speed. I don't think anyone's actually posted a hot lap in this warm-up, so I guess people must just be trying the corners and pushing the apexes a little bit.
You're right, Ben. They are racing as the normal circuit. I don't know where my head's at. Yeah, so.
Apologies.
So after that first hairpin corner, they go.
Apologies there,
right?
Twitch chat. I was using my mic away from my face, so I was quite quiet apparently.
Thank you for the feedback, Ollie.
Cheers, Ollie. Was that better, by the way?
ASMR.
Well, right now we've got Audi SMR. The A stands for Audi, as we're watching Tom Constable come round that right-hander and under that bridge again. Yeah, we've got about 1 minute left of this practice session now. take a look. Kevin Costa's joined the session now. There he is in the number 2. We'll have 10 people racing today. Fortunately, Costa wasn't there in time for quali, so he's going to be starting on the back of the grid, but he should be able to make up a few good places.
Yeah. I'm glad he made it for the race.
Yeah.
Always good to have him on board.
Zalewski's duffed his car in again. So hope he doesn't do that in the race.
Could be interesting if he does. Like, this is something. If Zalewski's coming home with a broken nose, it says something about this circuit.
It does.
Unless he's just out there trying some experiments.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, the first corner they're going to here is a full hairpin, and then into several chicanes. So it's like, and they're getting on the inside line in that first, and then getting that drive, out of turn 2. Like, if you can make that, you don't want to be. If you're in battles when you're going into those chicanes, it is such a hard fight, and you and the other drivers really have to respect each other's place on the track to avoid disaster.
Most definitely, yeah. Right, here we go. Into race 1 now. Waiting for everyone to come out of the garage. See how this goes. I'm just going to take a mouth of curry because I made some curry.
Come on, howdy boys, send it. Let's go, boys.
Because we're going. Not enough time for curry. Here we go. It's go here at Suzuka. Constable makes a bit of a break for it through the middle. Ian Towers as well, making a really great move up into 2nd place. Constable stacked up behind him. Muna gets pushed out, but it manages to tuck back in just in front of Stefan Kolyev, who's made an amazing start back from 8th place. Doing a great job there, Stefan. Zalewski off there in 1st. Bit of a nudge there as Towers slides out wide, allowing Constable to get back through. So, yeah, it's Constable back up into 2nd now. Towers in 3rd. Peter Vernon up into 4th place, ahead of Muna there. Let's head back and see that little battle there. Peter Brophy, bad luck for him, pushed all the way back down to 8th, but everyone's still within striking distance here of this main group. So you can see this big group. Whoa! Muna up onto 2 wheels there. Absolutely mental.
That's a chance. That's a chance for Kolyev.
That is a very good chance for Kolyev, but Muna keeps his cool, manages to keep all his wheels planted on the ground. He needs to watch out for those apexes as Peter Vernon there goes wide.
Oh. That was Kolyev rolling his car.
Oh no, Kolyev, he's in the gravel there. Didn't manage to catch that, but yeah, it looked like it looks like he's still in the race though, so that's good. We've got Balabanov still behind him as well, so Kolyev rejoins in 8th. Let's go back up to this battle. It's Peter Vernon now sticking onto the back of Ian Towers.
Kevin Costner, he's had a technical issue. He can no longer join the race, sadly.
Oh, unfortunate there for Kevin. He's usually very, very good when it comes to the battles and the great racing we see off him. So yeah, unfortunate there for Kevin.
Well, we saw there from Kolyev, we saw what this track can do to you if you're not respecting the corners mid-battle.
Yeah, you
because these hairpins are relentless.
You definitely can't be up on those apexes, as you saw earlier with Muna, just putting the car on 2 wheels. He managed to just catch it and stick it back down on the ground, but yeah, losing a lot of time there.
Yeah, going into spoon curve, flat out, and you can't start that turn until you've slowed down.
Most definitely not. Let's take a look. Everyone's kind of settled there now. There's about 1 second's car length between everyone. Closest gap right now is Peter Brophy stacked up behind Matt Perkins. So let's see what he can do here. The track maybe not suiting the Mercedes as well as Pete would like it. Definitely those apexes are very dangerous. You've got to watch out for those. Well, let's see now. This is Ian Towers. Bit of a wiggle there from him. It looks like Vernon's catching him a little bit, but he's also on the back there of Constable. So
climbing up that hill towards Spoon Curve, I think. Now this is he's coming into that quite hot. That's
definitely Vernon's looking. He's looking, trying to find a way past, but manages to gain a little bit of time. But he's now right on the back of Towers. That Audi there getting great drive though out of down the straight.
Yeah.
Towers as Vernon drops back off the back of Towers a little bit into the clutches of 5th place man. It's Muna. Let's see what Pete can do now. We'll go off the back of Pete. There's Muna.
He hasn't had to fight off Muna for a few races now. He's had the grace of Muna's absence, but
yeah,
no longer.
That bright Unitron sports car is looking menacing there. Up behind him, just trying to find a way around, trying to get all those tyres to lay the grip down so he can get that drive out of the corner and try and get him on the straight maybe.
He's got the tighter line around the curve.
Oh, Muna is right up behind now. Very, very close. Only a 1/10 of a second now. Dropping back a little bit though. Cautious. Doesn't want to send it too hard.
Under the bridge. Up towards his hairpin.
Yeah. Tight left-hand hairpin. Now on down to the spoon.
From the Oldie Salt fan club, seems like every track suits the Mustang. It does seem we haven't found a track yet that we haven't yet found its Achilles heel.
Yeah, it's still going. It's got a 5-second lead now.
Keep going and going and going.
And going and going and going and going.
How does he do it?
I don't know. But yeah, if Bolewski wins this race, he's won the championship, Doug. So
he has indeed, yeah.
He's a man on a mission.
He's on good course.
Yep.
The real battles for second and third.
Now here we go.
Oh,
we missed it, but maybe. Muna has tried to move on Peter Vernon. Vernon, though, very well defended, staying in front of 5th place man, Yilmaz. So come over to cross the line to start lap 4.
Peter Brophy closing in on them. Like if this battle gets too scrappy, it could play nicely into Brophy's hands, making up for some lap 1 bad luck.
Very much so, yeah.
The cloud of smoke there. Did someone have an off? No,
I think
so.
No, I think someone must have locked their brakes up a little bit. Might have been Towers in front. Well, they're saying that he is 3 seconds down the road, so he's right up behind Constable now, giving him some grief.
Two really good battles right here.
These are the 2 battles to watch. So we see Muna's going to try it. He's going to have a go. We're on board with Muna now. There's Vernon in front.
They're going to come up through the bridge, and then after that slight right hand, they're going to go right into that tight hairpin. Now Vernon can hold his line and get the good drive. He can hold the place. Oh, he's had a bit of a wiggle out of there. There's not enough room for Muna to squeeze past yet. Now can Muna psych him out of landing Spoon Curve properly? He's He's taking the inside line, but that's hard to get a good apex.
And Muna's just stacked up behind him, so he has to pay attention to what he's doing on the brakes. Might try here to slipstream, get past on the start-finish line. Or this kind of secondary start-finish line, heading up to the chicane. Sorry.
Side by side. Vernon braver on the brakes than Yilmaz.
Oh, ran into the back of him. Gives him a little spin, pirouette. Muna, though, lets him rejoin. He's not going to let him take place of that. But that allows Brophy to get through. Sneaking through into 4th place. Oh, but a big slide there.
Oh, that's some horrible luck for Vernon.
Oh, real bad luck there for Vernon. Just
gave him room, but
just lost his cool there.
Oh, he's lost that to Perkins as well.
Absolutely gutting there for Peter Vernon. Chat is pressing F to pay respects. Yeah, it looks like a retirement for Peter Vernon. Unfortunate that. He's going so well.
It was a great battle.
So now, Muna hasn't gained any places, but he's gained another Peter to battle. This time it's Brophy.
Brophy's managed to launch himself up into 4th, because that coming together between Yilmaz and Vernon wasn't Brophy's fault, so
yeah,
had every right to fight his way in. A little further down the road, it looks like Constable's got to pull out a little bit of a lead from Towers. Ooh,
yeah,
slide from Brophy.
Unfortunate there. Allows Muna there to just sneak through. He's got Perkins on his back again now, so he just needs to watch himself. Luckily, though, didn't lose too much time, so he's only lost the place to Muna there. Suzuka, very unforgiving circuit.
The F's are coming thick and fast. Circuit is full of drama.
Let's take a look at the battle for 2nd place. Here's Towers squarely pointing his Audi at the back of Constable.
He's closed in again this last lap.
Yeah,
Made up about half a second.
Let's take a look at those splits. So yeah, the gap just over 4/10. Gained a little bit of time off of that chicane, but maybe not as much as he wanted.
That chicane was only added around 2005, I think. Until then, that was another long, slow right-hander. They thought, nah, we need some more drama, so they just stuck a kink in it, and now you have the Casio triangle. We saw it. Oh. It's getting very, very close.
The Casio triangle, I like that name.
Yeah. Probably sponsored by Casio. We're in Japan, aren't we?
A triangle of calculators. Someone's made one of those card castles out of calculators there.
But that's where Yilmaz and Vernon had that coming together. Because Vernon was just taking that. He just braked much more carefully, and Yilmaz wasn't ready for it.
Let's take a look back here. This is Stefan Kolyev fighting up against Perkins. We must have not seen Perkins have a little bit of a spin because he's dropped down behind Kolyev.
Indeed, yeah.
A bit of a battle going on here between these two. This is the battle for 6th place. The gap to beat Brophy is 10 seconds.
Oh no!
No.
That's rude. That's rude.
Little pit there from Perkins. Drives off with not so much as I'm sorry. Oh, Stefan.
Going the long way around in the gravel. Taking as much with him as he can. Maybe he can throw it at Perkins.
Yeah. Hopefully. Well, let's have a look at this battle up here, this white hot battle. Now Ian Towers alongside Tom Constable. Can he get that place? Muscles his way on through.
Cleanly in front, he's made that happen.
Well, I wouldn't say cleanly. There was a bit of contact there, but Constable now trying to get his way back round through, and he does it. Very good drive there from Constable, excuse me, down the back straight.
That was a brave move of Constable, taking the outside lane at high speed to make that move stick.
Very, very good move there from Constable, using that slipstream to his advantage. We've just got 1 minute of the race left. Actual Panda says rubbing is racing. Wow, it's a non-contact sport. Winky face. If you get your elbows out once in a while, I don't think anyone will be, you know, too cross with you, unless you're in some sort of open wheel beast.
Or unless damage is switched on.
Or unless damage is switched on. Yes, big damage. He'll be losing his doors and losing his wing mirrors and all sorts. I think Towers is going to have to settle for third place unless he can pull something out of the bag. Yeah, I think that's going to be Towers in third.
Slipped up on the hairpin there.
Most definitely. And
he's got to be careful because you can spin out on any of these curves, and Yilmaz, 5 seconds isn't enough to stop Yilmaz catching you.
Yeah, I tell you what, like Muna has put in a very good drive this race to really catch up on the back of these guys. So yeah,
it's a hard track to come.
Towers has got to be careful. He's just got to drive clean to the end. Otherwise, he'll be looking at a fourth.
Yeah, this is not an easy track to come back in on after a gap.
Definitely not. Let's see where Balevsky is. Balevsky now coming round.
He's just finished the triangle.
Yep. There he is. Across the line. First place for Denislav Balevsky. And also, congratulations to him for winning the second championship, the second CA Staff Championship. So, GG, Balevsky, GG.
Well earned, like well driven throughout.
That's the second place for Tom Constable, third place for Towers. Very good drive, fourth place there for Muna. Pete Brophy doing a little bit of a little skid over the line in fifth place. Perkins coming round after that bit of contact with Kolyev. That's going to be probably sixth place for him.
It's going to be some pit wall chats about that move in the spoon.
Most definitely, that move in the spoon was not great, to be honest. Was it the spoon or was
chat
it in
on the race wall between?
Or was it in the hairpin before the spoon?
In the hairpin. I think it may have actually been the spoon.
Fair. Here's Kolyev. Seventh place for him.
But
and then
I'm not 100% there.
Looks like eighth for Balabanov. Right, we're going to go into race 2 shortly after a 5-minute
Now we have a... No, there's pit wall...
We're not hearing you, Doug.
We have some pit wall chatter.
Pit wall chatter, is there?
About... can you hear me?
Yeah, but you keep ducking out every now and again.
Yeah, my connection is a bit weak. Been having some machine trouble recently. Should be better once I get this new...
Yeah, well, you're sounding better now. What was that pit wall chatter you were talking about?
So it looks like Towers actually voluntarily gave the place back to Constable. He wasn't happy with the... He wasn't happy with the pass. He felt it wasn't clean. So Constable protesting, but some very sporting chat here in the race channels.
Yeah, Constable saying you didn't have to give that place back. Seemed legit to me, but yeah, I mean, well, I guess we'll watch it on the replay again later and figure it out. It's I think it was very, very sporting of Towers to give that place back, even if it was legitimate. And then Mooner also apologising for that shunt in the back on Pete Vernon.
Now my expectation here is we're getting Balabanov on the front row with the rest of the pack behind.
Yes, we were getting a Balabanov start again. Kevin Costa is actually back in, so we might see him in race 2. Starting from the back of the grid.
I expect we'll see Pete Vernon kicking off in ninth if he's racing second.
Yeah. Now looks like Vernon got caught up with Brophy, which is why he spun again, and that put him out the race. Unfortunate there. That sneaky Mercedes sneaking through there. There it is.
Now this is going to be particularly dicey because, as we know, like the starts of the second race are always more fighty with the inverted grid, and this track, you get past that first turn, and then it's just a melee all the way through the S curves. It's like three chicanes in a row, getting faster and faster before you then break out into Dunlop curve and can finally put some pace down. So this should be really interesting. If Balabanov gets a good launch, he can hold the whole pack behind him for the S curves.
Yeah, it's either going to be very polite and very clean, or it's going to be carnage.
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 What's happening here? Is that Pete Vernon up behind? Or was that Perkins?
I think that might be. Yeah, it's Perkins. In the BMW there. Just under 2 minutes left of this warm-up to go until we are racing again. How are you feeling about race 2, Doug?
I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to this first lap. I think it's going to be bedlam because that race already was full of drama. Like this circuit really pits these drivers against each other.
Yes, most definitely. Oh, I've just realised we haven't checked the weather.
Oh no, we haven't.
It's 21 degrees in the air. It's 31 on the track. Absolutely scorching. Watch those tyres. Bless you, Doug. And it's 3 kilometres an hour wind prevailing from wherever, whenever. It's sunny and it's dry, just how we like it in championship land. So yeah, could always do the weather. That's a key part of racing. That.
Now this track is probably going to have trouble with the years to come, as the world is getting noticeably hotter. And this track is already very hot. It's a tough one to race in, and especially a lot of the engines are currently having a lot of heat problems out in Formula One, at least. I don't know about Formula E. I haven't actually checked on that.
Well, when you try and cram the most powerful engine into a little car, and that, I mean, it's the same thing with with cars like these, like touring cars. Obviously, you've got better cooling because you've got more space to cool the car. But
some of these tracks are becoming very hot places to race.
Yes. Right, here we go into race 2.
Actual Panda, remember the plan, lads. Hold off the Stang.
Hold off the Stang. Yeah, that's the plan. Let's see if they can do it. See if everyone can get out of the pits and onto the grid.
I think it might be Vernon we're waiting for.
Ah, here we go.
10 cars.
10 cars, yeah. Looks like Costa joined as well. Excellent. So it's actually Kolyev on pole. So it wasn't Balabanov, it's Kolyev.
All right. We're off.
And we're off. Yeah. Great start there. Wow, Bolevsky straight in to 4th place. There, Ian Towers up into 2nd. Kolyev into 1st. Well, I guess he started in 1st. Matt Perkins in 3rd.
They come to the end.
Here's Pete Brophy trying to look through, trying to find a way round past Muna. Bolevsky, a little bit of a tap on Perkins. Perkins moves out the way. Bolevsky's through, taking that gap straight away from him. Absolutely storming start from Towers, straight into 2nd place, and he's away.
He's still got Kolyev ahead of him. Kolyev's managed to get through that without getting pinched.
Yeah,
getting caught. How long can he hold this?
Here's Pete Brophy now. Constable's got Costa stacked up behind him, and up behind Costa is Vernon. So here they come. Constable trying to find a way past Brophy. Brophy trying to find a way past Muna. Oh no, just clips his back and sends him spinning. Absolute disaster there for Muna.
Oh, that hairpin.
He's just now restarting. He must be absolutely furious. He must be absolutely looking like the face next to the number 10 on his driver card. Absolute disaster. He's got that emoji face. It's just like, oh no, big spin there. It's Peter. No, it was Peter Vernon, but he managed to save it. Good save there.
That was a save.
That was a hell of a power slide there. Balabanov now on his tail.
BMW to BMW.
Exactly. Looks like Constable's got his way up to 5th as Bolevsky's looking for a way past Towers up here in second, the battle for 2nd.
Coming out of the Casio triangle into the start and finish straight. Still got Kolyev still holding out in front, still got his mirrors full of car.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's take a look at those mirrors right now. There it is. It's Towers. He's there, and there's Bolevsky looking menacing behind Towers. Towers in a bit of a Bulgarian sandwich here.
This is the hairpin, I think. I'm not sure how to tell from those angles. Bolevsky right there on the back of the power now.
Let's call it the Sophia sandwich.
Yeah.
I like alliteration, that makes it all better. Right, yeah, look, Towers just dropping off the back there, but managed to catch up. Big out-braking manoeuvre there by Towers, managing to catch up. Kolyev goes a little bit wide. Towers is right on his back now.
That's the hairpin. Like, if you can lose so much time in the apex if you don't know exactly where your braking is.
Definitely. Now we're on board with Towers. He's got his mirrors turned off, so we can't see Bolevsky in the back. Maybe that's for the better.
Or it might be in his VR view, so he probably
perhaps
has actual mirrors to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, that spoon now, it's long straight. And he's got to be careful because this is probably where Bolevsky will start to catch.
Oh, he was trying it, but he just couldn't. Yeah, you see Bolevsky managed to get past there on that straight. Towers are going to have a go. He's going to have to brake quite late to get back through here. Oh, manages to have a great move there through. Yes, he's through into 1st place. Ian Towers, great move there, past Kolyev.
Outbrakes him into the triangle.
Let's take a look at the track position of the cars. Yeah, very, very good there by Towers, managing to squeeze his way through both cars as Bolevsky was trying to get past Towers. Kolyev just goes wide and lets them both through, it seems. So, yeah, very good move there by Towers. Oh, but no, a bit wide there for Towers. Kolyev follows him. Bolevsky, though, keeping his cool and keeping on the track. Looks like Bolevsky going to take that, go into first place. Towers is trying to... Oh, bit of contact there. No, Towers is off. Absolutely gutting. Trying to look for that safe rejoin. Oh, was just trying a bit too hard to muscle in, find that gap. He must not be happy with that. Bolevsky keeping his cool. Towers down to 7th.
He's got some work to do now.
Give us some Fs, chat. Pay your respects. And now he's got Muno to contend with as well. Muno's fought his way back up to well, to 9th place, but he's found himself in that pack now.
Three's a crowd, gentlemen.
That's Kevin Costa pushed out wide. Behind, he manages to, he's doing a bit of a spin, but just nudges the barrier there. I think he's not going to incur any damage there, but bit of a hairy moment there for Costa.
He's still racing.
He's still racing. He's still in it, yeah.
And there's still 9 minutes to go. Plenty to happen.
Definitely, most definitely.
All this drama. Stefan Kolyev still in second place with a Constable not too far behind.
Only a second there behind for Constable, so he's got it well within striking distance. Managed to catch up all this way. Let's see if Towers can keep his cool now and actually get these positions back.
Peter Vernon right on the back of Matthew Perkins.
Yeah, let's take a look at that battle.
BMWs are going at it again.
Yeah, here's Perkins. Doing a fairly good job here, Perkins, today, but he's just got to watch Pete Brophy in his rear view mirror.
We've got Brophy's in front, is Vernon behind.
Oh, Vernon, yeah, sorry, I'm getting the Peters mixed up.
Is it Peter? Is it a Peter Patty?
It's a very Peter problem. But yeah, Vernon, he's got to watch out for Vernon behind him.
He's got to watch out for the 3 cars behind him. If he has
that's a big spin there. It's Towers. Towers again spinning off, losing so much time. This is not going to be great for his championship.
He's going to be furious.
He's just lost his cool a little bit there. He needs to calm down. Just get back into that groove, and he's sliding all over the place.
He's rattled.
What are you doing, mate?
Take a deep breath and think qualifying laps.
Yeah, think qualifying laps. You've got clean air in front of you now, mate. Just don't worry about it. Oh, no, he's off again. Oh, big crash there from Towers. Is he going to manage to get back on? I think
he's lost a big chunk of trim there.
I think that might be terminal. GG.
Big Fs, guys.
Big Fs for Towers, guys, in chat, please. Well, that's Peter Vernon going off, and no, he's still racing. It's just I think this damage stuff must be caused by a glitch. Yeah, it's a retirement for Towers. Absolutely gutting.
It's going to be heartbreaking for him.
It looks like when it loses connection, it registers that these cars have crashed, but they actually haven't crashed, so they don't actually look like that. It's a bug.
Yeah.
A very hilarious bug, though, because everyone looks like they've crashed.
They do, yeah. Constable's right on the back of Kolyev now. This may be his chance. Should we take a look, Ben?
Constable.
Yeah.
Here's Constable now. Trying to send it into Kolyev. Maybe we can get a cheeky interview with Ian Towers if he wants to come in and chat racing. Oh, Kolyev going wide there, and allowing Constable to get through up into second place. Great move there from Constable, forcing a mistake on Kolyev.
That's all he needed.
Constable now driving off into the distance away from Kolyev. The closest battle we have now is here. It's Peter Vernon on the back of Matt Perkins. It looks like Peter Brophy might have had a spin or something at some point that we didn't catch, and he's gone down to 6th.
There's been so many spins on this track. It's so troubling. I think Constable's going to be out in front. I don't think Kolyev's going to catch him now, because he's a much more careful racer, and that's paying dividends this track. Because of course he was fighting his way back from, I think, position 7 on the grid.
Constable, very consistent driver, doing very well to get up where he's gotten to. I think the thing is with Constable is that a lot of his mistakes are caused by other people. So
he's not the luckiest driver out there, consistent though he may be.
Definitely not.
Yeah. One day we're going to talk him into getting a wheel as well.
Oh yeah, that'll be dangerous. Well, dangerous for everyone else, not for us. We'll be happy to watch.
I feel like we need a graphic of who's on controller and who's on wheel.
Yeah, that might be good. I'm not sure we can. I'm not sure Race Room supports that. But...
Yeah, maybe we can make one. All right, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the box later.
Yeah, maybe we can add it to the points system at the back.
It'll be like our version of tyres. This has been going for a long time. Matthew Perkins and Peter Vernon seem so closely matched in these cars and this circuit. It feels like it's going to be a mistake that decides this, or if they both hold it, then Perkins, that'll be a well-earned 4th. But I think he's closing in on Kolyev. 2.5 minutes to go. This might not be over. There might be a podium in it yet.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe. This is Brophy sending it on past Perkins. Very good move there from Brophy, nice and clean. Gets around Perkins. Doing a great job there.
Where did he come from? Now that was Perkins making a mistake, wasn't he? Because he was ahead of Vernon.
Yeah, so Perkins made a mistake. Brophy capitalises.
I feel like I was staring right at it, although my connection occasionally puts this race to a slideshow. Oh, we have a third in the box. Hello, Towers.
Towers, mate.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, what's going on, mate? You just seem to lose it.
Once the sand gets in the tyres, mate, the traction all goes all over the place.
Oh, commiserations.
The reality of what happened was I lost my cool, and yeah, I felt, I'm going to take a look later, but I felt I ran off the road a little bit there, but could have been me running myself off the road with giving the racing room, but
yeah, it did look like you did get sent spinning. There wasn't much of a space there, but yeah, we'll check the footage a bit later and we'll take a review.
Was that tangle with Gillespie? I think he got lucky coming out of it.
I think for the first time in the whole thing, I might actually put a claim in.
Fair, weird. Give it a look. We go back to the race. Balevsky 11 seconds leading from Constable now. Kolyev in third place.
He's actually catching Constable. He's made up about half a second on him.
Oh, he's dropped back. He's catching. Yeah, it's kind of like a fluctuating gap here. Yeah, just 5 seconds until we're at racing distance. It looks like this is going to be the last lap.
Battle for fifth.
How are you feeling going into Nordschleife next week, Towers?
I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a fun race, changing the format up from timed race to an endurance session of 30 minutes. It's going to be really interesting. There's going to be a lot of action, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good as well. You can join us at the same time of 8 o'clock next week for Nürburgring Nordschleife, single 30-minute enduro. So that's going to be quite fun. Bolevsky crosses the line in first place to win the second race of this round at Suzuka. It's a well-earned second place there for Constable. Very consistent today has been Constable. Kolyev crosses the line in third.
That's first podium for a while for Kolyev, I think.
Yeah. Well, no, he did get a podium last
he had
race.
a second week,
Yeah, he had a podium last race. Fourth place of Peter Vernon. Very good result for him. Peter Brophy coming in fifth. Perkins was trying to find a way around it on the start-finish line, but didn't quite get it. Perkins in sixth. Mooner didn't really recover after that spin on the first hairpin. Coming up in seventh. Kevin Costa there, only coming in to race 2, but eighth place for him. Finishing ahead of Balabanov. And then obviously commiserations there for Towers. Unfortunate series of events led to a DNF.
It happens. It wasn't the first one this season.
Yep. That's very true.
I definitely think with 30 minutes on the track at Nordschleife, we're definitely going to see some DNFs.
Oh yeah. People just got to be consistent, I guess. Well, yeah, there you go. Your race winner is Bolevsky. Constable coming in second. Kolyev in third. Vernon in fourth. Brophy in fifth. Perkins in sixth. Yilmaz in seventh. Costa in eighth. Balabanov in ninth. And Towers with a 10th. I'm not sure if you still earn points if you DNF. We're still not sure on that one. But
I think that one's a no.
Still probably confusing. Yeah, sorry, just to correct my thing. Yeah, of course Kolyev had a podium. He won the race before the last race. Yeah, he's the only. I think he's the only winner other than Bolevsky.
that was team orders, though. You gotta know it's Bolevsky, Kolyev,
fair
racecraft, that. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll be back next week for our final round for a while at least, until we figure out what Championship 3 is going to be. So yeah, make sure you join us then for the final round at Nürburgring Nordschleife. I'm going to be there. Doug, you'll hopefully be there as well, right?
Yeah, should be there.
Excellent. Good times. All right. Well, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Good night.